I walk up on, or jump up on this, can I get up there? Ugh, you're annoying. I know my character can get up there. Alright, let's get you to stop real quick. Let's go fight that bugbear first, because it's going to be back here. I don't want to do anything too crazy, so we're probably just going to be getting straight into some booming blades here. Let's have Will initiated, I suppose. Got some crits on that hit, which is really nice. That sucked.
I'm heating up.
I'm not going to rage for this one, but we will get a reckless attack going. A crit miss. Wow. I'm not going to waste a pommel strike on this guy. We'll go ahead and add an offhand attack here. That's fine.
Talk to me.
And then give him a little bit of a firebolt. Alright, finished off really easily, but that's 20 XP for the party, so totally was worth it. I don't care about your weapons. I will take your alcohol. Some more gold here. Okay, now I'm going to take the effort to go up to this idiot. And then from there, we'll actually try to do things more appropriately. So the reason that we're having to scale the roofs like this at this point is because the ladder that we used to get up here originally was destroyed, which is unfortunate. But I'm just trying to loot all the dead bodies before I move on. Not even anything useful on that guy, but let's check the Booyog. Scroll of grease, a little bit of camp rations, that's fine. Okay, next then, we want to get down here and loot this, because there's actually some good stuff in here. So let's see, I'm going to go over here. There is some conversation stuff up here. I'm going to avoid that for this immediate second, but it's not a big deal. Hopefully the rest of the party catches up. They're being a little slow. Send that to Will. I don't have any reason for hammer or tongs. Cooking pot. We got another bunch of alcohol here. Can I just send it all to camp? Sure can. Perfect. There is actually a trophy or an achievement for having your entire party's camp rations for a night be alcohol. Thought that was pretty funny.
This way.
Come on, everybody, get down. Stop making this hard. Get down. Perfect. Okay. Let's get over here and loot this. There's a helmet we want, probably for Karlak in here. Okay, so there's the helmet. I'm going to send it to Karlak. Well, let's look at it real quick. What does it do? Smooth start at the start of combat, where it gains momentum for 3 turns. And then I think there's a way to inspect it as well. Yeah, okay. So momentum, if you don't already know, is movement speed. They get an additional 5 movement speed per turn for the remaining duration, and the momentum lasts for 3 turns. So yeah, we're going to give that to Karlak, because she's a barbarian and needs the extra movement speed. Send both of these to Will. Then we got some extra little baskets here. Don't need a rotten carrot. Is there any good fish here? There is a good fish here, so we'll send it to camp too. Alright. So that's a lot of that done. I didn't loot this brawler. We should do that. This well is actually usable to be going down into another location, but I don't want to do that this second either, because that's a really difficult area.
A game for surface children.
I'm gonna go ahead and take these. I can't just send them to camp now, so we'll just have to Do it like that. Pile of books to inspect. Okay, it just broke it, so that's fine too. So you can fight the guys inside this building, or you can talk to them. I think I like the reward that you get for if you do kill them. Not that there's anyone in my group that would extremely benefit from it. Alright. I'm going to do a save, and I absolutely recommend you do too if you haven't yet. And then we're going to try and talk to these guys. You can kill them, but I'm going to try and converse with them.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
Alright, so we're going to use deception here. I should be fairly good at it, to be all in considered. If you have a person in your party that utilizes intelligence heavy, killing these guys is the better option, and you can ambush them very easily, but I'm going to try and actually talk to them.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky? I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold, and the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Alright. Let's try persuasion, because I'd rather them just, not even want money. This is a hard persuasion check, but we got it pretty easily there. Very nice. Having such a high charisma-focused character really helps.
A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
All right.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
So the horn does have to be used, not in this specific, like, town, but in the general area. You can't, like, take it to Act 2 or anything like that and get anything useful out of it. So that's worth keeping in mind, and why a lot of times I just like to kill them. But I don't really need the intelligence item that the enlightened guy has currently. We can get it if he dies when he helps us later. You can absolutely ambush these guys and have a pretty decent fight of them, though. But you get experience from resolving situations without fighting also, which is kind of where I was going with that. Got some more food here to send to camp. Shouldn't have any issue with camp rations. As long as you're coming to these places, it helps a lot.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed upon the contents of an old journal.
We should keep moving. Nothing. The trick of the light. I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
Alright. She was much more combative there than I would have expected, actually. I'm just taking these books. I may have already found them. I'm going to send them to camp and just add them to the things that I have. I'll go ahead and do that now, in fact. I like to sell off any duplicates that I get, but I like collecting the books at least as one-ofs where I find them. At least this way you can guarantee that your character has read all the books in case there's any relevant information inside. Okay, so that's a lot there dealt with. Got a little bit more in this spot. Can't send these ones straight to camp since they're just on the floor, unfortunately. This one, though, we can. And then we can get these other ones sent to now. So, all that food is extremely heavy. Like, honestly, really, really heavy. But getting it and going ahead sending it straight to camp is super helpful. We should have a ladder out here somewhere as well, right? Yeah, right here. There is a little bit more up on the roof here. Go ahead and get these all sent to camp. Again, with this drawing, I don't know if there's anything particularly useful about it that I'm not aware of. We do have a portrait here we can add to wares. Can't really decorate with any of the, like, just random cosmetic stuff that you find, which is too bad, because otherwise putting portraits around in your camp and stuff would be kind of fun. They have a lot of them around in the game. I could go down there and fight the last few goblins that are worth fighting here, but I have a different fight I want to do first. There is obviously an ancient sigil here that you can use for fast travel, which is really helpful as well. There is a little group of goblins up there that might turn into a fight if we go up there, so I'm going to pass on that for this exact moment. I'm going to do one last fight over this way first. And then once we've done that, we can move on. So over here is pretty close to where we came in at, obviously. It's all rotten, unfortunately. There is something right up here I want to try and get. Don't know if it'll work out, but we'll give it a shot. Maybe I should have Will do it. He's got better dexterity, so let's give that a shot. So there's a +1 dagger stuck in the meat here, which we don't really need, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Okay, so it's strength related. That's not super good either. Sleight of hand would be what we'll try. Let's just go with that right away. And I'll go ahead and do Bardic Inspiration too, just because this one's actually pretty difficult. Like I said, not that we really need this dagger, but it is a free +1 dagger if you don't have anything better than that already on any of your people. Will would be the individual I'd give it to at the moment.
The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
I still might, in fact. Let's go ahead and check. I think I can put it in his offhand, and it would be better than the regular scimitars that I'm using right now, I think. So this is 1 to 6. If I were to do that, it says 4 to 7. Let's see. Let's compare it this way, though. Dagger. It says 3 to 8 or 4 to 7. Lower top end, higher bottom end. I think that's fine, honestly. Go with a scimitar and a dagger for now. Can potentially improve what he has equipment-wise as we go. Maybe even have something like a +1 short sword or something like that at the camp. Because we don't really need these regular scimitars. We're going to go ahead, add to wares, send to Monaghan. Should still be in wares. Yes, good.
No time to rest.
Go ahead. You can loot a little bit more food items and stuff like that from this area, if I'm not mistaken, too. Yeah, like this roasted meat.
Mystery meat, tough as boar hide. Only the sharpest teeth could pierce it.
Guess not. I was gonna take it. Pile of bones. Most of this stuff's all rotten, unfortunately. You can get lucky and find some good food in this stuff every once in a while. There's mugwort here also. Can't send it to Gale yet, so we'll just have to put it in our pocket. Got some baskets and stuff here. Don't need spoons or anything there. Alright, so pretty well off as far as that stuff goes. That went pretty good. But right here's the other combat that I was intending to get into, and this one could be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Don't need any rotten stuff. That one's empty. That one's empty. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And some of your companions won't necessarily like this, but this is a funny interaction to me.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
If you have people like a Historian in your group, they'll find this more amusing, but,
Let's leave them alone. I don't want to be invited to the wedding.
yeah, I'm gonna open the door anyway. Everyone disapproves.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Do I go with the Bard option? I kind of just want to fight. So I think if you do the Bard option, you can actually talk them out of aggression, and I don't want to do that. I want to kill them. Okay, initiative looks pretty good for us. I'm going to start with Karlach like it says, though. Let's definitely rage, because this is actually a pretty difficult fight. And then we've got a reckless attack. Do we want to just go get into the fight with them? Maybe. I can't jump. Yeah, I can't quite reach everyone. Ah, that sucks. I wish I could get in just a little bit farther. Alright. We're definitely still going to put Karlach in the front,
Over there.
because we want her to be the aggression drawer. I really wish I could just get a reckless attack on this guy right now. But we're just going to move her in combat as much as possible. And I guess I'll have to just leave her. Get a hit on this at least. Of course, it was still a miss. Okay, how do I switch my weapon back? Like that, just in case someone tries to exit her combat range. We'll pass.
Victor's path.
Could go with an Eldritch Blast. I think I want to do a Cunning Action Dash and get into combat with this little guy, though. This bugbear. And then we're going to go Booming Blade here. Alright, got some damage in. Good. Next up, we've got Monahan. And I want to be at least somewhat careful here. I think maybe... Can I get around to the back here? Let's do that. I'm going to group up the smaller characters on the bugbear first, so that we can take it out of combat. Ideally, I want to eliminate him before we fight her. So, that's got that. A miss is really good for us. Karlach took a big slam there, but that's okay. Didn't do too much damage, which is good. I think I'm going to go heavy with attacks here. We could try and kill him off. That's probably the best thing to do. Let's go Guiding Bolt first. Then we've got a Luminous Arrow left. Okay, now we can all group up on the bigger enemy. Okay. Reckless attack here. Nice, got a crit. And then I'm actually going to go with a Pommel Strike as well. Nice. Okay, so it's all looking good so far.
On the victor's path.
Let's go Booming Blade. And then we can go with our... Well, let's see. Would it be better to go with a Flourish? Let's go with a Flourish. This is a big fight. These guys are actually pretty dangerous. Didn't look like the Flourish worked, though, unfortunately. Let's go ahead with another Booming Blade strike. And then get a Pommel Strike in with this one. Alright, and then next will just be Shadowheart if we get to her, okay? Another big slam there, and then a Rage from the... What are you, an ogre? Yeah, we don't care. No big deal here. I don't want to use Guiding Bolt at the moment. This fight's mostly over. We will start with the arrow. Nice. And then I think I'm just going to go with a Firebolt here. Yeah, no real damage there, but we're getting so far into this fight that it's not really a big deal whatever we do. Oh yeah, almost done there. Sadly, no more attacks we can do with her, at least. So let's get this Booming Blade in. Miss, that sucks. We'll go offhand. There we go. Finished it off with the offhand.
Bugbear and an ogre.
Pity we interrupted them.
So, not too bad a fight, overall. Could have been much worse. The ogre is actually pretty tough, which is why I wanted to do that the way that I did. I can't just send this to camp, so I'll pick it up for now, but that's what we want to do, is send it to camp when we can. Don't need a dagger. They were having their fun on top of a mangled corpse from the looks of it. Now, there is more food items in here. That's more or less the only things really worth getting here, but that's fine. Pile of bones. I think I've already checked them, but it doesn't matter. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything up against the walls here. That's not super helpful. Every once in a while I'll give those to Shadowheart so that she can throw them if we really need, but most of the time that's only if something's caught on fire, so it's rare that I bother with them. I've checked this pile of bones so many times now I need to stop. Cupboard is good. This is one of the things I wanted to loot, and it's empty this time for some reason. Here we go. These wooden crates should have alcohol and stuff in them, or food. Alright, we got some wine and gems. Send to camp. Send to camp. Add to wares. Add to wares. So good there, and this should have about the same thing in it. Yep. So not bad at all. And then I think that's it. There may be like a book or something right here, I guess it looks like. We'll go ahead and take that. But we've all cleared up this section. Like I said, that was kind of a rough fight. I know Karlach took some hits, but that's fine. That's obviously kind of her job, is to be our tank. Generally speaking, I would prefer to have the barbarian wield a shield, but a two-hand weapon is just so nice. I might change that, though, whenever we get the thrown weapon that I intend to use with her. So I'm going to organize my inventory just a bit, send some of these books away. Might have been all of them, actually. I do want to get some of these things sent to where they go to. Just go ahead and give all that to Gale. Then we've got a little bit of stuff in here. We'll send all these to camp. I'm telling you, that food weight really adds up. So if you're not playing with mods, like in this playthrough, I don't have mods. Oh, you know what? We forgot to equip Karlach with this helmet. And then, obviously, I also have to, as soon as I remember how to do it... Oh, crap. Okay. I want to hide the helmet, but I'm forgetting equipment options. There we go. Hide helmet. There we go. Because they just look bad. But I think having that momentum for extra movement speed on her is going to be the most beneficial for the group. That being said, like, I have 3 melee combatants with this group, which I don't normally do.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Okay, so next, there's a little bit more fighting. Let's go ahead and short rest one more time. I'm going to be taking a long rest pretty soon, but we're almost done with all combat in this area. Looks like we still have Armor of Agathis on Will and Monaghan. So everything's looking good there. We've gotten our spell slots back. I want to go do the conversation up there, but first things first, let's go kill off the last remaining goblins in here that I intend to fight, which would just be like these ones down here. I'm going to have Will be the one to engage the combat first, just so that I can try to use his sneak attack effectively. There should be like 1 or 2 goblins down there, 1 or 2 right over there, and then 1 up there. I thought they'd be moving around, but they're kind of not. Oh, just a second, I have a sneeze. Oh, of course, now that I said something, it's not going to happen either. Alright, they saw us.
Might have to take that nose.
So you can do dialogue to
As
try
the
and get out of
symbol
fights.
grows, power courses through you. Authority.
Can I just attack? Yeah, let's just attack. It's got everyone in the group. I'm pretty content.
Might will prevail.
And then get our offhand attack in here too with Will. Missed that one, unfortunately. Who's all in this combat? Looks like 1, 2, 3. It's the guy down at... This guy doesn't look like he's in the fight yet, or this one. Looks like it's just these 3 up top up here. I think. Might not be true. Yeah, it's these 3. So let's see. Can I get her to jump over to him? I sure can. Let's do that. And we'll get a reckless attack in.
Never a dull moment.
And then we'll get Monaghan over here into the fray as well. I think I am going to set up my hex on this one, reapply for a dexterity hex. And then go in for a booming blade. I can move over there. Come on now. Can I get in on this side, maybe?
Don't waste least a step.
Yeah, okay, so that was close enough. A critical miss, really? That sucks. Alright, Shadowheart's the only one that didn't get to attack before the whole phrase started, so a miss after a reckless attack is crazy. Really? It went for a disengage. So the Booming Blade did actually get its thunder damage because of the movement after getting hit. That's kind of crazy. That never happens. Let's go ahead and get Shadowheart over here. We're going to kind of stick with what she has been doing with Luminous Arrows. Low ground kind of sucks, but that's okay. And we'll go Firebolt from there. I don't want to waste any more big spells on this combat. It's just not going to be necessary. See what this last does. Critical hit sucks, but that's more to be expected since we, like I said, had... Let's go Strength with Will, I guess. Then Booming Blade. Can we not reach? You can get really close. I'm going to say you could probably reach even if you don't want to. Oh yeah, there we go. Sometimes it's deceptive. Your person will act like they can't reach for the attack, but actually you just have to get them moved into range. Let's go Reckless Attack again. Got that guy dealt with, no issues. I don't mind. I'm going to save the Pommel Strike just on the off chance we get into another fight. I know we have 2 more goblins down there to kill. I still consider that all to be this one fight. Reapply. Dexterity. This guy. And then can I get over there for a Booming Blade? I sure can. Let's go do that. A critical miss again. Wow. Miss on that guy is ridiculous too. Okay, let's go Luminous Arrow first. Nice. This guy's taking huge damage from the Luminous Arrow. Alright. So that went really good. We do still have 2 more goblins to finish off right next to us. And then after that, there's going to be a dialogue that could turn into a fight.